Are you struggling in a particular area with your finances? I want us to talk about it. But before we do that, I'm on a journey to grow this audience so that we can reach mothers all across nations. So I don't want you to forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video, okay? Now, I just pulled up at my appointment and I only have a few minutes. So I want us to talk about these finances. We live in an economy right now where things are up and down. Whether you want to agree with that or not, we do. So let me tell you, I'm feeling that same pinch as well. And I promise you, it ain't no joke. Yes, I said ain't. Stuff is going up everywhere. In the home bills, in the business bills. Oh my goodness. Supply. Oh. So if you know a little bit about me, you know that I've been the CEO of my bookkeeping firm for 7 years now. So I'm going to bring us a little bit of wisdom about looking at our money. This is one of the very important things we overlook when there's a pinch in our finances. We tend not to want to look at the money because it can be scary when you don't have enough coming in and you have too much going out. But we have to. All right? So as your coach, this is what I'm about to bring to you. This is how we stay ahead of things. So let's just say, for instance, you have a struggle right now. Maybe you can't make the credit card payment, or maybe you can't make that car note payment by chance. Now, I'm hoping that's not you. I really do. But if it is, let's get you on the right track. First, I want to say this. It's nothing to be ashamed of. We all, and I mean we all, have been in a situation. No matter who you are, trust me, you're looking in the face of somebody every single day probably that's going through a financial struggle. But they're just not letting you know, and neither do they have to. But it is a reality, and it's nothing to be ashamed of, okay? We're living in a country right now where so much is unpredictable. I was at the grocery store this past weekend. I had 4 bags of groceries. 4. That wasn't even full. And I spent over $100. The devil is a lie. Oh my goodness. I said, you a lie, devil. But what you want to do is get ahead of some of this financial strain. I want you to reach out to your lenders. Some lenders allow you to have maybe 1 or 2 car notes where you can put them on the end. There are some credit card companies that allow you to put payments, right? So some credit card payments companies do the same. They will have forbearances where they allow you to skip a payment. You just need to make the phone call. But you won't know what you can do unless you're looking at your money. Oh, let me turn this heat down, all right? One of the things that I coach the mothers on during our weekly planning call in my Reclaim and Rebuild 6-month coaching program is look at your money. So here's what I'm suggesting. If you're dealing with financial hardship right now, and I know it can be daunting and it can be hard, but I want you to look at the bills that you have coming in. Look at what you have in the bank, and I want you to get ahead of this. I want you to make a phone call to the creditors. And I'm still hot. These hot flashes, I'm about to crack this window, okay? Let them know that you are in financial hardship right now. And what you would like is for them to extend to you a forbearance where you can have an additional month or 2, possibly, where you may not even need 2 months, where they will put your car note or your credit card payment or whatever it is on the end of your loan. I want you to do that because that's one of the things that's going to help relieve you of some of that stress. You know, those headaches, the sick stomach, the anxiety, the restless nights, because part of the stress comes when we don't see what's coming in, going out, what's sitting there, or what we may potentially lose, to be honest. So we're frustrated and we ignore it all. That can't happen. You're stronger than you think. And on top of that, it affects your credit if you ignore it. So let me give you a little bit of language. Hardship forbearance and payment deferral, which usually is for car loans and some credit cards, okay? A forbearance is the formal term used when a lender allows you as a borrower to temporarily pause, maybe even reduce or skip a payment due to financial hardship. A payment deferral means the lender allows you to skip a payment and moves it to the end of the loan, all right? So I want you to process that, get your notes, pen and paper, write it down. Remember, journal, write it down. These can be skipping one or more payments, payments added to the end of a loan, temporarily paying a reduced amount, possibly not being reported as delinquent during the approved period of this that they allowing this. This protects your credit. I want you to think auto loans, credit cards, personal loans, sometimes mortgages and student loans. Now, what's important to remember is that the payment is not forgiven, it's postponed, and interest may still accrue. Some lenders may even use terms like skip a payment. Now, I'm going to give you an example of what to say. So instead of explaining your whole life story, okay, just simply say to them, I'm experiencing a temporary financial hardship, and I'm calling to ask if my account qualifies for hardship accommodations, such as forbearance or payment deferral. Yes, it's that simple. And the answer is going to be yes or no. Check out the description and let's get you on a budget. I actually use a simple tool for my home budgeting, and it's called YNAB. You need a budget. And it's in the description. Remember, we are mothers conquering together. And don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share as we're on a mission to reach mothers all across nations.